Once again, it looks like it was accidental. They're both laughing. Yeah, there it is. Okay, Godaya Delta. Not a fan of that name. We'll see, though. Anyways, game 1, Godaya Delta. Here we are. Frosty Jank. Battle of the Heavies. Here we go. King Kong versus Godzilla. So, for those unacquainted with Loxodont, his mechanic is Magma. Certain moves will spawn Magma that is on the floor, and if Loxo stands on it, he gets a charge. After 3 stacks, he gets 1 to 3 stacks. The more stacks, the more enhanced his moves will be. It's certain moves like Down B, which give him a special jump, and I believe his Smash decks also gain an additional buff. But here we are, the meatballs coming out, bouncing them all around. And that back here is just a phenomenal spacing tool. I love heavies that are built like Loxodont. You know, having that disjoint is always so interesting on a heavy, especially when it's not super slow. Oh my god! That was crazy! Bounce into Dare is going to take that first stock. Jank looking real solid here, but back off stage against Kragg, not where you want to be. Perry not going to do too much for him there. Down air up there. No, look at the double down air, but Perry is going to send that Loxo off stage. And just bouncing these meatballs all around. Down cycle from Kragg going to come out, get that bounce going, but not sure that was a misinput, maybe trying to call out a high recovery. Either way, Frosty gaining himself back into this game, 83% on Loxodont now. Jank, she's really trying to bring herself to get back on stage, but here we go. Down tilt, not gonna find the follow-up. F tilt into the platform, tag chase, meatball on stage, looking to bounce it. Not sure what happened there. Looks like a little flub off stage, but Frosty not too far out of this 101 on lock, so he is heavy, but Kragg's a killer. Down, looking for the down smash, up smash, down air, up smash. And Frosty just doing a phenomenal job of just playing it a little bit slower, trying to find his opening, but Jank just nickel and diming where they can. Side B, looking for the tech chase, not going to quite find it. Here we go. Tilt. Down strong, gonna find that kill. Frosty evening up the stocks here. Breaking the pummel, down throw. One thing that's really interesting about this game is just how the throws work. Not only with the RPS on the pummel situation, but also just like the percentage at which tech chases work, and the fact that most characters have conditional kill throws. So unlike a game like Smash where it's like after a certain percent it'll kill, a lot of them it really just relies on like, do they have a status condition, or you know, sometimes it's just positional. But here we go, down throw, F air. Down strong down air is going to steal game 1. Frosty taking it in a strong fashion there. Pummeling Jank, saying, get off my rock. Here we go. Probably won't see a switch here. I'm pretty sure Jank is all Loxo, from what I know, from what I've seen at least. And from what she's talked about. But Frosty might be messing around. Let's see. Are we getting any sort of switch? Oh, that's if it's best of 5 or not. And just to make it clear, this should be best of 5. I believe this is winner semis as well. Against Loxo, I'm not too sure what you want to ban. Okay, looks like they're just going to Therian Forest. For my PM players, it's Green Hill Zone. This used to be Treetop Hideout, I believe. Oh my god, down strong, trying to start off the game with an insane meteor. But here we go. 67% already on Loxo, but this is a game about shitting out percentages. So here we go. And Frosty really utilizing the Rivals mechanics of Rivals 2. Heavily using parry here against Loxo, knowing which areas Jank wants to use, you know, fair, meatball, F-strong, etc. And just using that mechanic really in a really dominant fashion. Looking for the double down air. Seems like to be the Kragg special. Oh, so great. You know, I'm learning alongside everybody else here. I didn't realize if you parry Loxo up strong, he just doesn't get the invincibility on ledge. It's a really smart way of balancing it. And speaking of balancing it, the Frosty gonna try and balance these get these stocks out of balance. Sorry guys, I'm still working on my transitions. I just want to be the best commentator I can for you. Looking for the double swing again. It's gonna find the stock, but taking the trade, that's super worth it for Frosty there. You know, that expired stock, 93%. But here we go. We're gaming now. Frosty trying to seal the deal, trying to get this game 2 done and over with. This winner's semis, trying to find himself in winner's finals. Not quite finding the tech chase on the down throw. But here we go, there's one stack on Loxo. Double fair, looking for the same rinse and repeat action. Great weight by Frosty there. Not getting baited to get ledge hug. But Meatball gonna get floor hugged there. Shades of Ultimate coming out with a double spot dodge grab whiff. And Frosty just really making the use of this fair here. Platform, back throw, will take it with a 2 stock on game 2. Frosty up 2-0, too many 2s. Will we see a second character from Jank? No, we will not. Talking about stages here. I'm not sure if they're just doing no bans or if they actually are banning, but it looks like Harbor might be game banned. Harbor is really good for Kragg. One of the few characters that can really abuse the going underneath the stage and sharking, especially with that huge up air. Bouncing between Julesvale and running it back to Green Hill Zone. Julesvale, my personal favorite stage. A little sad they changed the music track, but still a beautiful, phenomenal track regardless. Looking for a little bit more room, I'm assuming. Kragg in tight quarters, even though Loxo does like the tight quarters as well, it's just Kragg really thrives in that environment. So it'll be interesting to see how this goes. And obviously it's going a little bit better for Jank here in this game 3, this do or die winners game here. And here we are seeing the heavy syndrome. I really just think what Jank is missing here is just getting those stacks. Not having those stacks consistently online really has been leading to the downfall of getting those parries on the recovery and just getting edge guarded super hard. Because Loxo has that really linear recovery. The minute you don't have stacks, you're forced to side B, wall jump, up B. And there you are, seeing right there, no stacks, leading to their downfall. Tilt back air, that will find the stock. Jank even it out real quick. She's saying this will go to a game 4. Reverse up B, trying to get around the parry. Very smart option from Jank. She's showing her experience in the plat fighter community here. Tilt, here we go. And there's the upstrong, the enhanced upstrong I was talking about earlier in the set. Scene showing off those different options that Loxo has. Fair. Will we see another one? Dustin. Come. Michael. Swayze. All right, not sure what happened to Frosty's second stock here, but Downstrong will find Loxo's second stock. One stock game winner stock for Jank here. She really has to make the most of it here, and she's putting him in the vortex. Here we go. Put him in the blender. Fair F tilt. Gonna bring him back in and out. Here we go. Breaking the throw. That Loxo F strong just so strong. Looking for the charge as maybe trying to call it a side B recovery here, but Jank not giving it to Frosty. And Kragg's recovery just so much range, but the reverse back air will find the stock. Jank forcing the game 4. Let's see if she can bring it to a game 5. No switch from Frosty. Looks like we're standing on the Kragg. Probably all set. They're just gonna play on every stage, maybe? That'd be fun. Looks like we're going to Ho Dojo. Here we are now. Once again, a smaller stage, and a stage meant more for juggling. I think this is a great counter pick by Frosty here. Not too sure how well it works out for Loxodont, but obviously that is why it is Frosty's counter pick. But here we go, 54%, just raking it up more and more. Both finding their way back to stage. Back air. Bounces the meatball, trying to catch a high recovery, but Frosty being too aware, fast falling, trying to get below. Looking for another bouncy meatball. Gain the parry. Down strong, or down throw, sorry. Pardon my. Fair, catching the high recovery there. 161 on Kragg though, not out of the range for Loxo. Up tilt. Extra knock. F tilt will find the kill. Okay. Even game. Here we are. Jank just gotta really needs to find this game here. You know, start finding a lead to start putting Kragg back in the blender. But the rock is blending her instead. Looking for the hard read of the F strong, not quite gonna find it, but close. Double back air fair, that's the Kragg classic down B, is gonna find that stock. Jank back on last stock of winner side. Can she find her way back into this? And I think a set like this is really starting to show why Loxo is widely considered the worst character in the game right now. While still strong, just in comparison to others, the Vortex isn't as strong and recovery is just so bad. But Jank is really just trying to make it work here. Just need to find the stock. And I'm almost wondering if maybe she has to slow the game down a little bit, you know, bounce those meatballs, but do it from a safer distance. Because Kragg is always going to win that up-close game here. Better frame data, bigger hitboxes, even despite lacking the disjoint. Tilt. Here we go. Strongly charged meatball there. Call it overcooked, if you will. Gave her the rock, making sure he doesn't have that option at his disposal. And just messed up the recovery a little bit. Flubbing it gonna end Jank's run in winners. Frosty proceeding to winners finals.